Hi, good evening. Hi, dear learners. How are you all? So, I am fine and I'm back with the continuation of the previous topic, that is the modal auxiliaries, which we have started. And here in that, today we will see little about this could and should. So, we have already in the previous classes we have seen about the can and will. So, let's have a fast recall of this can and will. So, the more we recall, the more will be the memory. No, can is used to take the permission. Can I use your pen? Informal. Then possibility. It can you can pass. It can rain. So sometimes we use for the possibility also. Then ability. So I can speak, you can listen, birds can fly, and dogs can bark. Ability. Capacity, I told you that day, this room can hold, means we can preserve around 100 boxes in this room. This is the capacity. The tanker can carry 1000 ml, 1000 gallons of milk or any petrol, any liquid. So then informal request. So can I use your pen? Can you come with me? Let's play together. So sorry, it's not let's, can. Now let's see about the will. Will is used for the future tense. So will and shall both are used for the future tense. So tomorrow I will continue the class. So tomorrow, as it is Sunday, you will watch movies, you will do some homework, you will do all the pending works. This is your future tense. Wish is something which we all wish and desire, almost the same it is that. So which we wish to become. Likewise, I will become a doctor, I will become a teacher, I will become a great YouTuber. So likewise, I'll become, so my desire it is I'll become a best teacher. So I wish to become that. Then the prediction with the will. So the way it is, so possibilities and predictions are almost the same. So we assume certain things, assumptions and predictions. Predict in the sense, fortune tellers say something depending upon the palm. By looking at our palm, they say the fortune. So likewise, this prediction, they predict certain things. See our predictions now. Chandrayaan 2 will give much more information. With that, we will be able to create life on the moon. So we will create life on moon. So that is our prediction. So far we are just assuming and we are predicting it thing. And the other thing very important where we use more, it is that the certainty. So when you are confirmed, so when you are sure. So for example, Sunday, tomorrow, if you are very confident that the India is going to win the match, then you can say India will win the match. India will win the match. So that is your certainty. The other thing, it is, what are other things? I will pass the exam. You are sure of that thing. So I will be able to, I will convince my parents. So you are certain, you are confident of certain things. This is can and will we have seen, and we have to see few more things like may, might, the comparative study of should, when we should use should, must and ought to. All this we will do it in the next videos, but in this let us finish in short this could. So when do we use this could? Could is a past. Why I have recalled it is that it is a past form of this. Could is the past form of the can. So for can, where so can is used here to express the possibility, to take the permission, its ability, capacity, informal request. So the thing it is the most polite request. Here can is the informal request, but it is the most polite request. We can say this, can you come with me? But it is that if you have a great request, then could I see you on Sunday? Could you give me time on Sunday? So this is the most politest, the most polite request or the politest request. Now it's about the ability, past ability. See the past ability. Now I can speak and you can listen. We both have this ability. In the past, what it is that before I had this microphone, I could speak, but you couldn't hear. See, at that time also I was speaking. So I was teaching. But what is that? I could speak, but you could not hear. So could. So my past ability, I had that ability at that time. I was able to speak to you, but you were unable to hear because this phone voice is low, it seems. So you could not hear. Likewise, the past ability. So when I was a child, I could run, I could jump, I could do anything. So in those days, so there are many things which I cannot do now in the past which I could do more. So that was could, past ability. And it is like just now I told you, can is for the formal informal request and could is for the most formal. See in this, when we come to this formal and informal, so can is the least formal. After can we use will also we take ask for the permission. Then we can use may, it is little formal than these two things. Then shall, it's after it comes would. Finally it goes to could. By the time it comes to could, this is the from informal to the most formal, the most formal way of asking. So can I take your pen? Will I take will may not be used for especially the permission. And then you have this may I come in, teacher, something we ask, may I use your pen, shall I use your pen? Then would I use, should I use your pen or would I use your pen? Finally it comes like could I take your pen? It means that please, why don't you give me no, so I want your pen or something you are trying to say. It is could. The next thing it is that non-fulfillment in the past. So in the past we have we do many activities. So whole life is full of all action words. So without action word, verb is the heart of the sentence. That's why we are learning the modal auxiliary verbs. So modal auxiliaries are verbs. So now here, so in the past actions, in the past verbs, something you did it but it was incomplete. So unfulfillment in the past. Example, you see, Maya could have got a job in those days but she did not. In those days she has the ability, she could have got the job but she did not. So if she had tried more, she could have got. We don't know why she did not get, but she could not get the job at that time. So here it is could is used. Here could for the formal, most formal request. Could is the past ability. Assumptions in the present. So at present now certain things we see, but imagine they are hidden or they are covered with certain things, and something like guess. Assumption is something like guess. We guess certain things. So here it is, the flying object couldn't be a bird, it must be an aeroplane. So the flying object couldn't be a bird, it must be an aeroplane as it has lights. So see, generally any flying object, generally the birds are the flying things. Now what he said, it is that he has seen the lights first. So to get means to make his assumption, what is that, as it has lights it must be an aeroplane. As it has lights it must be an aeroplane. It couldn't be a bird. No, there is no chance. Bird, so it couldn't be. So how do we express it is that it couldn't be. Now let's see about the should. So should is the past form of shall. First thing, should is the past form. This is present form and this is past form. So regarding shall, I'll give you a small introduction here. So shall is used to express the future tense like will. So in the place of will we use this shall also. Shall, so I'll write where the space is. Shall is especially used with the first persons I or we. So I shall come tomorrow. So we all shall complete our homework. It is about the future tense. So it is I and we are the with this we use shall. But shall nowadays it is not in use. It is old fashioned. Nobody is using it, and will is accepted. So in the place of shall, what is accepted? It is will is accepted. So this is one way of shall. The other way of shall, it is that certain things, when certain things are mandatory, when you insist somebody to do certain things. So for example, I feel that I shall complete all the classes. I feel it's mandatory because my students has to learn, so I shall complete all the things. The learners, I mean to say, all the learners are my students, whether you are younger or elder to me. So it's no matter. It's only that we are all, it's a learning platform and we are all learners here. So now I shall complete all the grammar classes as well as I shall try to enhance your English, enhance our English skills, right? Our English. Definitely, I do say it is our English skills, because I am also a little high, I have a little higher grade than you, but I am not perfect in this also. Now, in the same way, let us see this should. How do we use this should? Should is for the duty or obligation. Should, you should. So we generally say that you should complete the work. So some, you might have heard with the elder people or some superior, some boss will give you a command like this. Should is like a command. You might have experienced many a times. You should come in time. You should complete the task in time. We should go and complete the work. So I should leave the room immediately. So like, what is it here? When do we use this should? It is when it is a duty and when it is an obligation. Our duty or obligation are the same. Obligation is our responsibility. We feel it is our responsibility. So I feel that if something I heard a good news or something, I have to attend there. So definitely what I will do it is that I should leave the room. I should leave the room immediately and I should stop the class. So it's my duty now. I have to come close, wind it up, and I have to attend. Likewise, teachers say to students, you should complete the task, you should prepare well, you should come in time, you should. So all this, parents says that you should make your career. So you should settle fast. So all this comes with the parents. So they insist. Here one example, you should help your friend in need. So generally it is a common suggestion that, so friend in need is friend in need, something it's like this. So we should help our friend. So we should help our friends. The other thing, it is obligation is one thing, the other thing it is an advice. So whenever we are in trouble, definitely, so our known people, our familiar people, our family members will give the suggestions using this should. So you should help the blind. So this is a common suggestion. See, for example, I am suffering with pain, and so if I am neglecting it, definitely what my family members will say, you should consult a doctor, you are neglecting it, why you are doing it? So you should immediately go to the doctor, you should follow his advice, you should start taking medicines, you should do many more things to make yourself healthy. So that's what is the advice which we use it as. So advices which we, with the help of should, we do. Then seeking advice. So whenever I am in trouble, see, now my family members has given me suggestions, it's okay. Now see, now I am in trouble. So I don't have a clarity what to do and how to do. So at that time, what is that question I make? So what should I do now? Please tell me. I have gone to many doctors, but nobody is curing certain thing, curing me and giving me, suggesting me the proper medicine. What should I do now? Then somebody says that you should go to Hyderabad, you should go to some well sophisticated hospitals or certain things. It's an advice which comes. Then seeking advice. Then the other thing similar, like a non-fulfilled action in the past or unfulfilled duty or action in the past, something. So we did many things, we do many things in the past. So in that something is incomplete. Then what do we say later? We recall that and with a regret we do discuss with certain things. So what is that? It is that if you had reached in time, you should have saved the child. It can be you could have saved the child, or else you would have saved the child. See, if you had reached in time, means you did not do that reaching in time and you were unable to save the child. So this is incomplete, unfulfilled task we call it as. So in this way we can use it. So let's stop this to here. One thing it is that please do practice sincerely. So in my short videos also I am giving you certain information. Pause the videos and please make a note of certain things. So if you do have some query, please comment there. Thank you. So with this we will stop and we will go for the other class in the other video. Thank you. Bye.